Well, I did a little video on comparing the Wilderness Systems tarpon to my Old Town loon, and I was talking about the RailBlazas, and it occurred to me that I was talking about this front one and you were looking at the kayak, not what I was talking about. So, I come back to it because I really like these RailBlazas. Now this one, I can reach it when I take my console out. So it's bolted. This one I could not barely reach it, and a friend had to help me bolt it. I had to shinny myself inside here while she held the screws. But you can use rivets for kayaks. They make them. I used rivets on my added handles. That was supposed to be black goop, but it turned white. Okay, so back to the RailBlaza. You can get all kinds of accessories. Here is the little ring, and I've got one of their rod holders here, and you can adjust this, turn this knob and move this, and you've got a bail on the back here that, sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. You can flip that out of the way if your rod handle is too long and it needs to stick out the back. On this, and to keep a fish from stealing your rod, hang on, I'm trying to show you this. This slides over it. So the fish is not going to steal your rod because the reel is going to get hung up there. Then there's these little keepers. They've got different size keepers. Those are the same size, and there's a bigger one. Now these star ports, this is called a regular star port. They also have an E-star port that will do USB for you. And what you do is you slide the little keeper, there I go again, in here. And you see there's little ridges, and they fit down in the ridges there. So there's a slide over lock. So it drops down in there, you slide it back, and it's not going anywhere. And then whatever you put in here, this locks down over it. So those are nice. If you can unlock it with one hand, and if you go the right way, you can unlock it. So I really like those. And as I showed in the other video, I've got two on the front. I've got the rectangular one that they call heavy duty. See, it's got 4 screws holding it instead of just the 2. And then I've got one here on the back. And this one I use to take the fishing rod out with me, and then I'll move it to one of the front ones when I'm actually fishing. But the rod holder, I'm having a hard time coordinating this camera. It's down in there, and then you lock it in place. Just slide that little lever over. You can loosen the knob, loosen it enough, and turn it, and then lock it back down. Okay, that's a feat with one hand there, guys. And I can turn it any direction because of those ridges. So if I wanted it aimed backwards, all I gotta do is turn it around, lock it down. I really like that thing. So that's my quickie on star ports from RailBlaza. And no, I'm not getting paid by RailBlaza either. I just like their products. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them from the company itself. I believe it's a New Zealand company. So there you go. That's it on the RailBlazas. Thanks.